Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? Everybody out there who watches YouTube and they love YouTube like me to death do us apart. So I'm going to create a new channel. I already have a channel, by the way. It's Crazy Funny Louie. So I have a great channel, by the way, already Crazy Funny Louie. So what I do there, I do dumpster diving and I find great stuff. I do charity. I do, lots of stuff. But this channel that I'm about to create is going to be called Sweet and Sour. You know why I name it Sweet and Sour? Because I was watching Johnny Depp's case. And I want to talk about that on my next video. This is just the introduction. So this channel is going to be about the truth. It's going to be about disguising people, evildoers. It's about telling the truth. So are you sour or are you sweet? This is what I'm trying to bring to my channel. A point. I mean, when I saw Johnny Depp trial, I learned that us men have to have a defense. There's a lot of innocent men like myself who have been in Johnny's predicament. And, lots of things are not fair that I'm going to be discussing on my channel on Sweet and Sour, because I want to find out how sour people are. I want to find out how sweet they are. Okay? Because I am just like Denzel Washington. I am a total gentleman.
Like me?
So, okay, maybe not like Denzel Washington. People try to tell others things about you which they are not completely true. It's false information. And because of that, if you are somebody like me, I give charities, I do dumpster diving, I'm very jolly everywhere I go. So I live my life like this, you guys. Think about it. I don't want to change much, but I want to change life. I want to give advice. I want people to learn experience from others. I want to give stories about how to defend yourself. And remember that if you're driving too fast, you're going to miss those signs. Those very important signs and warning that we have. Now, I am not perfect at all. I just want to put the truth out there, such as relationships, church, liars, the truth, because in this channel we are going to test the truth to see if the truth will set you free. Sweet people are kind people, you know. Bad people are just bad people. It makes sense. Bad people is just bad people, plain and simple. And in my channel, it's about what's important for you and yourself, because yourself come first. And I never did that. And for the past 15 years, my relationship has sucked. So in my channel, as I go, I'm going to give you clips of some things that are very important for you to see. It's about learning lessons. I'm going to show you clips. I am going to be showing you clips of my personal life. I'm going to explain in the past 15 years what has been going on in my life with my relationship. I won't hide anything. Nothing too high, you see. But I guarantee you this. I won't hide anything from you guys. Nada. All cars are going to be on the table every time you watch my channel. Now, if you feel uncomfortable, anybody out there, please leave your comment. It's very important for you to leave your comments and tell me if you disagree with anything I say. Now, my channel is about telling the truth, and as a man, don't let any woman put you down as a man or make you feel less as a man, and vice versa. But the reason why I did this channel is because of my past 15 years, what I have been going through, and I want the world to know what happened inside of those homes. I'm going to be very careful because I cannot give names. Um, but trust me, you guys, I am going to be keeping it clean. I am not going to use too much profanity on my channel. I have a very poor use for profanities. I do make mistakes. I do get angry. I do get upset, you know. And we also going to talk about depression. I suffer from depression on and off. I see a psychiatrist just like Johnny and Amber. And there are lessons. There's a lot of lessons, guys. And if you watch my channel and listen to all the stories I'm gonna put together, and I'm gonna be throwing a little bit of that. So in between, I'm gonna be, acting and showing you how it happened and how they said I did and how they said I throw it and how they said I kicked them. Everything gonna be explained. Now, guys, I want to tell you something. When you watch my channel, I don't want you to have a fear of not saying things. I want you to just let it out. And if you disagree with me, hey, it's okay. And if you do agree with me, it would be awesome, just to say. But anyway, did this channel to disguise people for who they are. Hurting people, profanity, violence, deceiving people, you know. Like I said, you're gonna hear a lot about me and my personal life, and just to show you that I am not trying to be perfect and better than anybody. Of course not. Because I want you to look at my conscience for 1 second. You know those guys, John and Oats, like that, whatever, oatmeal. John and Oats and Oats, whatever. Well, and remember, when somebody's trying to feed you baloney, tell them this: I can go for that. No, no can do. Of course. Whoa. You better think about what you're gonna do to me. Yeah, think. That's right. And here, we're going to put a lot of minds to think about what they are doing to others in this channel. Yep, you are going to love it. Every man that you bump into in prison tells you, I'm innocent, dude. Man, they set me up and they got all these stories. But what about if they're telling the truth? And half of those men, or the percentage, or 25, whatever you want to put it, are telling the truth. So I knew this woman, who was a correctional officer, and we was having the conversation about violence and mistreatment because I was living right across the street. And I come there and visit the folks and, you know, do jobs and stuff. And they used to give me advice, you know, about the violence and everything that's going in there. And so when I started talking, explaining the scenario of what happened, um, I said, but guys, let me tell you, I'm innocent. I haven't done anything wrong. Well, she got angry and said, Lewis, everybody I hear that in prison a lot. Every prisoner has a story. They're all innocent. If they there is for a reason. Um, no, and this is why I did this channel, because no, that's totally false. You know, I know you're gonna hear it so many times if you work in a prison. That reminds me of a story in Reading, Pennsylvania. I was there in 1998, or between 1998 and the year 2000, and I met a woman who was driving this red Ford four-door small vehicle, I say. And I remember I was selling drugs on a corner where she brings her friend to get drugs. And I remember being there because I also had bad habits. And like I said, this channel is only about the truth, okay? And being who you are. Bigger than the army. Be all you could be. So I got close to this female. By the way, she doesn't use substance. The passenger does. And we got together, and we had a couple of months already together. And we used to drive around town and seeing the family and dancing merengue and salsa and wow, wow, wow. And one day, I saw her vehicle and I went to approach the vehicle, but I saw that she was scared of me, and I couldn't understand what happened. You know, I, you know, ducked down and went into, excuse me. So I ducked down and went into a window, and I see that she's like in fear. So I duck down and go into a window, and I see that she's in fear. I so she starts explaining to me, and she said, "I saw you on TV on Channel 3 that you assaulted a female a couple of months prior." So I said, "Wow." So I said to myself, "Wow, assaulted somebody? I mean, that sounds pretty bad news, you know, and especially if you're not aware that you did such a thing." So I leave her alone. That was that. I told her I couldn't understand what you were talking about. She said, "Go watch the news." So I didn't watch the news, but in Reading, Pennsylvania, they have this newspapers which they come every other day, and they throw them on your porch, and you get up and you read the news, but the news is around those blocks. Yeah, this is crazy. Just around those blocks. So they have Channel 3, which they will put your face with your case and your charges and everything also, and now everybody is watching what you did, you know. Now the whole world knows. And so when they, so I start walking down a block, and a female say, you know, she looks twice. Hey, it's you. I, well, I guess I am. You know, what's going on? She say, I knew it was you. You're all over the newspapers. Yeah, that you fought with somebody, and you beat somebody up, and I say, yeah, that's the word on the streets. I tell her, what is this newspaper thing? Can you show me? Um, I think I already had there 5 months, but I wasn't paying attention because I was up to no good myself. So, well, meaning not engaging with violence or mistreating people. Uh, just making other wrong choices in life, which they really suck, which I'm going to explain in other videos. So she goes and gets me a newspaper. She said, oh, here's one. By the way, there was a abandoned house right next door, and she picks it up. And when she hands it to me, I see, whoa, whoa, they are really looking for me, and there are charges here. So I run to the courts. Um, they put handcuffs on me. Um, 3 hours later, um, they released me. They said they didn't have enough evidence and that the female did not comply or whatever. I said, but who is the female? So they don't want to say because you might go and, you know, finish her or whatever. But I don't know yet what is going on. Until I come out and go to the block, they say, oh, the police was here because of the incident you had. But I had an incident with a dude. His girlfriend called me, what did she call me? Gay. You gay mother flower, you know? So I won't say the word. So at the same time, very quickly, the guy grasped me by my neck. So there were some shoes on one of the stood there in front of the buildings, or somebody's shoes. So I grabbed one. So I throw the guy with the shoe, but he ducked and he hit the female, and boom, she got, whoa. So they let me go because they figured out it was an accident. But did you heard everything I said? False information is no good. Innocent people being prosecuted. It sucks. This is why I'm doing this channel.